Has someone you love started showing small but concerning changes over the past year? Many people believe that death and old age happen suddenly, but in reality, the body often sends subtle warnings months, sometimes even a year, before life reaches its final stage. The problem is, these signs can be easy to overlook. At first, they may seem like nothing more than typical aging. A little weight loss, a bit more tiredness, or occasional forgetfulness. But looking back, families often realize that the clues were there all along. By the time they understand what was happening, it's too late to prepare, too late to make those last precious memories count. In this video, we'll discuss 3 key signs that often appear in the final year of an elderly person's life. Some of these may be things you've noticed, but brushed off as normal aging, while others might be changes that seem minor, but actually indicate the body is gradually shutting down. Recognizing these signs early gives you the chance to provide better care, cherish meaningful moments, and most importantly, ensure that your loved one's final stage of life is filled with comfort, dignity, and peace. Stay with us until the end, because these signs are more than just medical indicators. They're a reminder to be present, to give love, and to make the most of the time you have left with the ones you cherish. Now, let's get started. Sign number 1, unexplained weight loss and loss of appetite. One of the earliest and most telling signs that a person may be in their final year of life is unintentional weight loss. At first, it might be subtle. A belt that suddenly needs tightening, clothes that appear loose, or a once hearty appetite that begins to fade. Families often dismiss this as just part of aging, but losing weight without trying is rarely a good sign. So, why does this happen? 1. The body becomes less efficient at absorbing nutrients. As we age, digestion slows down. But in the final year of life, the body may stop processing nutrients effectively, muscle mass decreases, and essential systems begin to slow down. This isn't just about physical appearance. Losing too much weight weakens the immune system, increases frailty, and makes the person more vulnerable to infections. 2. A change in appetite. Many elderly individuals simply don't feel hungry the way they used to. Their sense of taste fades, food doesn't seem as enjoyable, and they start eating smaller portions or skipping meals altogether. This isn't just a personal preference, it's a physiological change. The body, sensing that it's slowing down, stops sending hunger signals to the brain as often. 3. Underlying medical conditions. Weight loss can also be a sign of chronic illnesses such as heart disease, kidney failure, or even undiagnosed cancer. Mental health issues like depression or early cognitive decline can also lead to reduced eating and further weakness. What can you do? Encourage small, nutrient-dense meals. Instead of forcing large portions, offer foods that are easy to eat and digest. Keep them hydrated. Dehydration can make loss of appetite worse. Monitor their eating habits. If they are consistently eating less, speak to a doctor, not necessarily to find a cure, but to understand what's happening. Recognizing this early allows you to shift focus from forcing food to ensuring comfort. Sometimes, rather than trying to make them eat more, it's better to make the meals they do eat as enjoyable as possible. Sign number 2, extreme fatigue and withdrawal from activities. Another major change that appears months or even a full year before the final stage of life is persistent fatigue. We're not talking about feeling tired after a long day. We're talking about deep, overwhelming exhaustion that doesn't go away with rest. You might notice that they start sleeping more than usual. Long daytime naps become frequent, and they seem less alert when they are awake. Simple tasks feel overwhelming. Things like walking across the room, dressing, or even holding a conversation start to take too much effort. They become less engaged in conversations and activities. Someone who once loved chatting, reading, or watching TV may now seem uninterested or distracted. So why does this happen? 1. The body is conserving energy. As vital organs slow down, the body starts prioritizing only the most essential functions. The heart doesn't pump as strongly, muscles don't receive as much oxygen, and brain activity reduces. This makes everyday activities feel draining, leading to more time spent sleeping or resting. 2. Loss of social interest. Many elderly individuals in their final year withdraw emotionally. They stop engaging in hobbies, avoid conversations, and may even seem distant from loved ones. This isn't because they don't care. It's simply because their brain isn't processing social interaction the same way anymore. What can you do? Respect their need for rest. If they are sleeping more, let them. Find quiet ways to engage. Instead of pushing them to talk, just sit with them, hold their hand, or play soft music. Recognize that withdrawal is part of the process. If they seem distant, it's not personal. It's just the body naturally slowing down. This is the time to focus on presence rather than activity. Instead of trying to get them to do more, focus on creating a peaceful, loving environment where they feel safe. Sign number 3, changes in breathing and circulation. One of the clearest signs that the body is entering its final stage is a noticeable change in breathing patterns and circulation. You may notice irregular breathing, moments where they stop breathing for a few seconds, then suddenly start again. Shallow breaths. Their breathing becomes weaker and more labored. Cold hands and feet. The body starts redirecting blood flow to the most vital organs, leaving the extremities feeling cold or even slightly bluish. Some people also experience fluid buildup in the lungs, leading to a persistent cough. Gurgling sounds while breathing, a feeling of tightness in the chest. What can you do? Keep their environment cool and comfortable. Use pillows to elevate their head. This can make breathing easier. Offer sips of water if they are still drinking. Keeping their mouth moist can prevent discomfort. At this stage, it's less about fixing the problem and more about making them comfortable. If you notice these changes, it's time to be present, offer reassurance, and create a peaceful atmosphere. Final thoughts. These 3 signs, unexplained weight loss, extreme fatigue, and changes in breathing, often appear in the year leading up to an elderly person's passing. They may not happen all at once, and they may not seem dramatic at first. But when you start noticing them, it's a sign that the body is preparing for its final transition. Understanding these changes isn't about fearing death. It's about being prepared. When you recognize them early, you can offer better care, make important decisions ahead of time, and ensure that your loved one's final months are filled with dignity and love. This is the time for cherishing moments, sharing stories, and letting them know they are valued and not alone. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment below. Let's support one another through this journey, and if you haven't already, subscribe for more insights on elder care and end-of-life awareness. Thank you for watching